Right, gentlemen, stock pick. David, what is your stock pick for this lovely Monday?
Well, I started on A from Alphabet, but the one I want to go for is I'll go down to M to Microsoft. I think this has been overdone. It might continue weak for a bit. I think down the line, I think you're going to pick them up at a very attractive price, bearing in mind that, this is going to take a bit of time to get to get the returns. But I think all these AI companies are going to do very well from the investment they made. And I just like that Microsoft was sold down as hard as it was.
Yeah, I mean, you can see that bubble that's going down, but if you catch it just at the right time, David, you can make something.
Yeah, it's the right time.
Yeah, most well, there we go. From David's lips to yes. Right, Alex, your stock pick.
Okay, for Italtile. So you've seen a major recovery in South African bond market over the last 18 months, but it's not really been reflected yet in South African equity shares. So to give you an example, a business like Italtile, according to our calculations, their free cash flow is going to be between 15 and 20% for the next 3 years. So we think they can pay dividends of anything between 10 and 20% over the next 3 years because they've got a huge amount of excess capital. They're already in net cash position. They've already done all the investments they have done. And we think if there's an uptick in economic activity, they'll also have some growth as well. So you're buying it at multiples well below its historical means. This is a good company. If they were trading a better economy, the rating would have been much higher. But I think in the short to medium term, while you're waiting for this recovery, you're pretty much going to get double digits in dividends. So for us, it's a very good entry point at the moment.
Yeah. Alex, would you go for them over the long term as well? Because I've been watching Italtile and they sometimes up and down. Is this a long-term game or is it all of a sudden they're right where you want them to be?
Look, it's a high-quality business because they're very integrated. So you've got a manufacturing, got an import, got the actual stores. However, the economic growth, we haven't grown in 10 years, right? So as a result, people don't really spend the amount of money they would usually do on renovations and so forth. There are some risks I need to highlight. For example, there's big tile manufacturing capacity now in Mozambique, which is flooding our market for imports. So that's perhaps one of the reasons why the share price is trading low. But if you look at the margin, I mean, this is a business that generates net margins of about 20% for retail.
Yeah.
Very, very high. ROEs of about 20% while have a net cash position. So that tells you the metrics of this business, and of course, management, the owners there has been founders of the business as well. So we really like it, but patience is required. It's not something that will move first.
Yeah.
I mean, some of your Clixes and ShopRite, these are the type of stocks that will move first, and then later on, a business like Italtile will then catch a bit as well.
Yeah, great insight there. Gentlemen, that's all we got time for, I'm afraid. That's all for Stock Watch today. Thanks to our guests, Alex Duys from Umthombo Wealth and David Shapiro from Sasfin Wealth. Up next, the close.